So I have completely fallen off the bandwagon with writing. I've still been sort of like planning and thinking of it and having accountability meetings, but I haven't done much. Um, it's a problem I tend to fall into because the last 2 days I had to just like take some time to get my life together. There was some big projects that I needed to take care of, just to continue living life, and it absorbed my thoughts. We had some life changes, and my brain just switched off of writing. So, what I'm struggling with now is how do I get myself back into that mindset of writing is something I want to do regularly. And it's not even writer's block, it's just lacking motivation. And literally, if you read any sort of why I write, how to write books that authors have put out there, the advice that it always boils down to is just write. Just write. I could tell you, here's how to put a story together. I could tell you all there is to know. But the thing is, like, if you want to be a writer, if you want to put a book out there, just write. You have to actually do it. And I think that's the part that I'm struggling with right now. The other thing that I'm noticing for myself is that I want to start new projects, and that's usually a telltale sign that I'm pulling away from my writing. So I started listening to the audiobook. It's called Just Buy the Effing Lilies, and it's more of a self-help book than I realized. I think I thought it was going to be more memoir than self-help when I picked that up, but it's talking a lot about journaling, and it's referencing some other sources that I'll have to find. But it's talking about you just start your day by writing 3 pages. Just first thing before you check your phone, before you do literally anything else, just write 3 pages in a journal. And I've been struggling to journal too, which is kind of odd. Like, I definitely kind of ebb and flow with that, but I feel like I've had a hard time journaling at all. Like, I don't want to put it on the page, it feels too slow for me. Like, I want to type it, but I know that as soon as I type a journal, I feel like nothing happens with it. Whereas my handwritten journals, I do go back and like flip through those, and I think it's fun to read those, but I never read my typed ones. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to journal first, and I think that's going to hopefully lead me more into writing better. I did notice the other day though that I was stuck on a scene, and I just transitioned that chapter to the next thing. And I think that was a good move. I think it reads just fine when I go back and look at it, and it was kind of nice because I get stuck like that kind of a lot. And so it was reassuring to see that even when I got stuck like that, if I just made the next thing happen, it happened. Like, it's my book, obviously. Um, I can make it happen however I want to. But like, it actually flowed. It actually made sense. And so I think that was kind of nice because now I've got that tool in my back pocket. And so even as I am struggling with this, actually just make it, put it on the page. Just make it, just write it. I know that I can just say the next thing and it can happen because obviously it can. It's my story. Ugh. I'm just frustrated. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to take this time and just maybe go write a couple hundred words instead. So, toodaloo, Nancy Drew.